Today's topic is chemical formula. We are discussing about how to write chemical formulas. Read this statement. Two atoms of hydrogen atoms. It's written as H2. This 2 stands for two hydrogen atoms to form one hydrogen molecule. You are not allowed to write like this 2H, or here the statement is two atoms of oxygen. O2 stands for oxygen molecule. This 2 shows there are two oxygen atoms. You are not allowed to write 2O like this. This is wrong. We used to write oxygen molecule like this, O2. We have to learn definition. Being a science student, we have to know all the definitions, important definition. One of the important definition here is definition of chemical formula. The chemical formula of a compound is a symbolic representation of its chemical composition. What a compound consists of, in what proportion, that is a chemical formula. Look at here, an example. I wrote here water molecule. The correct scientific name of water molecule is hydrogen oxide. We used to call that molecule as water molecule because that's a general or common name. Most of the compounds, they have a common name, like sodium chloride. The common name is common salt or cooking salt. Chemical formula of water molecule or hydrogen oxide is H2O. So in H2O, when you see that H2O, you should know that there are two types of element present there. One is hydrogen and other one is oxygen. There are two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom. Don't think that there are three types of elements. Total number of elements are three, two hydrogen and one oxygen. In water molecule, you can see that there is one oxygen and two hydrogens. The black color atoms are hydrogen and the red one is oxygen. Oxygen atom is a little bit bigger than hydrogen atoms. The other example is sodium chloride. Its common name is cooking salt or common salt. It is known as common salt. Its chemical formula is NaCl. Na stands for sodium and Cl stands for chlorine. It only have two types of elements present in. And this is the diagrammatic representation of sodium chloride. The black colored atom is sodium atom and the red one is chlorine atom. There are two rules we have to learn when you are naming a compound or when you are writing a chemical formula. The first one is the element that is furthest left in the periodic table comes first. The element which, when you write a chemical formula, you start with the element on the left side of the periodic table. So look at this periodic table. When you write the chemical formula for water molecule H2O, the position of the H is on the left hand side and the position of oxygen is here on right hand side. That is the reason when you write the chemical formula for water molecule, you write like this, H2O, because H is on the left side of the periodic table and oxygen on the right side of the periodic table. If there are only two elements in the compound, then the compound name ends in IDE. The compound name ends with the IDE. Let's have a look at it. Look at this one, sodium chloride. It has only two elements. The one element is Na, that is sodium. The other one is Cl, that is chlorine. When you write the chemical name, you write like this. Sodium is on the left side of the periodic table and chlorine the right side. So you start from left to is sodium chloride, that IDE came there. That is second rule states. Water molecule. Let's see how to write the chemical formula. Its scientific name is hydrogen oxide. That's a scientific name of water molecule. In water molecule, the name ends with IDE. That is important, IDE. Then I should understand that it has only two elements present. Then the first one is hydrogen. H stands for hydrogen. Then oxygen. Oxygen, you should see oxygen there. Oxygen became oxide. Oxygen. Hydrogen, the valence is +1. You can see that +1. Oxygen in group number 16, its valence is -2. Then hydrogen, I should write +1 here. Oxygen, -2. This positive and negative is for electron affinity. -2 means these elements, they like to donate electrons, or they have excess of electrons. And they are non-metals. And what you do when you write the chemical formula, you write hydrogen here like this, and this 2 belongs to oxygen, but this oxygen should come here for hydrogen. So you put that 2 here, and this 1 should come here for oxygen. Then that will be oxygen 1. Since oxygen has 1, we don't write it like that. The correct chemical formula is H2O for water molecule. That's it. That's for water molecule. I hope you understand. Let's move on. Let's see what happens with sodium chloride. How to write the chemical formula for sodium chloride. Sodium chloride, the name again ends with IDE, so it has two elements. The first one is sodium. Na stands for sodium, Cl stands for chlorine. Then I need my valency table. In my valency table, look at group number 1. Again, sodium in group number 1, its valency is +1, so I should put +1 here for sodium. Chlorine in group number 17, you can see that group number 17, its valence is -1. I forgot to tell you that you should ignore that positive and negative. You just look at the number. Don't bring the positive and negative down here. So then you write sodium chloride. This one folds here, it will come this side, and the one for sodium comes here for chlorine 1,1. So as I told you, we just ignore that 1,1. This is the correct formula for sodium chloride. Let's see another example. Let's check what happens with lithium oxide. Lithium oxide, again the name ends with IDE, so it has two elements. The one is lithium, the other one is oxygen. Lithium is in group number 1, so its valency is +1. Oxygen in group number 16, its valency is -2. 2 will come here for lithium. So lithium will be Li2. This 1 will come here for oxygen. Oxygen will be 1. They just exchange the numbers. Then the correct formula is Li2O. This is the correct formula for lithium oxide. Let's check one more example. Magnesium chloride. Again, the name ends with IDE, so it has two elements. The first one is Mg, stands for magnesium, and Cl stands for chlorine. Magnesium, we can see that it is in group number 2. Its valency is +2. I wrote here +2. Then chlorine in group number 17, it's -1. Put here -1. Then you Yeah, exchange the numbers. 1 come here for magnesium, 2 will go for chlorine. So you will get magnesium 1, chlorine 2. The correct formula is MgCl2. That's it. That's an easy way to write the chemical formula. That's all for now, and the next video I will show you how to write more complex and complicated chemical formula.